The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Black Knights coming up next.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wildcard Sunday, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Black Knights of Canton. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for.
Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wildcard Weekend on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? Second year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
Oh, there was plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On second down, it's Stroud. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Pierce now up the middle to about the 35, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
First down, Texans.
Stroud looking to throw. That one complete. It's tanked down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Give to Pierce. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, What's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. Stroud. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Back to throw again. Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's that's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Tried to go draw play out of the gun down here.
Yeah, they tried to spread things out, didn't they? They wanted to move people away from the center of the field, away from the line of scrimmage near the ball, so that the runner could find some space. Unsuccessfully, though.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it as we resume action. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And one thing we haven't pointed out yet, probably should, you got a dome team on the road, January, cold weather. How tough is that, or is that something that really shouldn't come into play?
Well, it shouldn't come into play, but let's face it, if you've been a dome team all year, used to controlled environment, you need to get yourself outside a little bit for practice during the week, and that's what most of these teams do, because just because they play in a dome doesn't mean they don't have bad weather outside to work in, so they can do that, get their guys acclimated, and then that way, it takes it all away when you get the game day in a foreign place.
Stroud to throw it. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it at the 42. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 6. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to lift the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Mixing up the middle. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 19 yards away. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do,
they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. It's fielded at the 45. A solid stiff arm. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends his drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Black Knights add 6 to their lead. Well, he didn't find the end zone a whole lot in his rookie campaign, but he's got himself a touchdown here in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First and 10, it's Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, here's Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Third and 1, Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact, well of time there, and now 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the pop.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
3rd and inches.
Back to throw. Stroud. And coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding space at the 40. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. And touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll...
And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His second lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback and running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Running left, it's Mixon. And some solid. He'll take this down to about the 38. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
A handoff to Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On third down, they go with Singletary. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second and long. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls him off the field?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So 1st and 10. If they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Houston's offense taking over again.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Stroud looking to throw. To the right side and caught by Dell.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, Texans.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Texans first down.
On first down, here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The throwing again is Stroud.
He's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to be out of bounds a mile away from that yellow line, and that will become a turnover on downs.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And now out comes Houston.
And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Stroud. He'll get this to Devin Singletary out of the backfield.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Here's Stroud.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 on the play. And the Texans 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Stroud to throw it.
Throw offside complete. That's Schultz.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Now here's Stroud.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So another incompletion on fourth down. They threw it on every down that series, and every pass missed the mark.
The frustration is almost palpable. You can almost feel it all the way up here in the booth. But how about the guys who just stopped them on 4 downs? You got to give them a little credit, huh? End up stopping 4 straight passes. They don't get into the end zone. They turn the ball over on downs. They more than did their job.
The 7-yard line.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to... It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wildcard Weekend here on EA Sports.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he'll get this to the 32.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on the game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Blues will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That is incomplete.
That one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Ritter to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Honolulu offense making its return to the field now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win in the defense's column.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there on third down. And even 40 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Robinson up the middle.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
This a 2nd and 8. Here's Ritter. Into the hands of London.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ritter off the play fake.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
This one from 35 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. First catch of this wildcard game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Man, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Sean Clifford, a touchdown pass in the victory. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Blues have taken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is
pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is set away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now a dump off here complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And this one's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. For the Buenos Aires offense back out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll run again here with Robinson, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards to pick up there. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 34-yard line.
Ritter now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
Touchdown! Michael Gallup from 4 yards out.
And the Bisons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football.
And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode. but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Second and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught at the end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And the Blues will add to their fourth quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Ritter on first and 10.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Ritter off the play fake.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Well, they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll start with the option.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
They'll run again.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
Not ahead of you, baby.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we'll say aloha from Honolulu.
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to... Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to... NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Elks and the Aviators under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us down under in the beachside city of Melbourne, Australia. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the... Mahomes quickly complete out wide, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
And all that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. Let's face it. Every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams. They're going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Mahomes firing complete.
Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Pacheco. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Aviators will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And a 3-and-out on that 1st drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that 1st drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a 2nd opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
They're giving some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the Aviators have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. When you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Got the connection here to Bourne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
Throw out left, caught by Mayer.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Michael Dana.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
That's taken on the 25.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Melbourne ready to go again on offense.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second and 1. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown!
Josh Jacobs.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Elks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card weekend. We'll begin in the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. 27-0, the final score. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding Gray on the out route. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Mahomes to throw once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunity?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 48-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A gain of 5. 1st down, Elk.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, San Diego.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And Melbourne ready to go again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Mahomes will try again on second down.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
But we know the guys up front have to protect when it's a pass play, but it's really out wide. Sometimes you're going to swing a tight end or maybe even offensive tackle to get out there, but most of the time it's fellow wide receivers, and they really weren't up to the task there, were they?
Do you like that call on your own side of the field?
I don't mind that call at all, just about anywhere, but the key is you have to have the confidence, and then they have to execute their blocking assignments. Otherwise, you get the end result we just saw there.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Mahomes now to throw.
Open man right side is Rice.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And 17 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Racing to the end zone.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Ellis.
Back to throw again. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Myers. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 2 brings up.
They'll look to throw again.
At the 35-yard line.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 48 yards.
And the Elks have got it it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
53 yards rushing for him now to this point. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Aviators are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 3. Open man is born. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
San Diego.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Got a man, it's Mayer.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now they're in the hurry up. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that went to the right side and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. Davante Adams. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Elks are able to cut into that deficit.
Such an art to dot the I, just get the feet in.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you...
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wildcard Weekend. It's the Packers and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Green Bay Packers What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Here's Reed returning. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
He'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought down at the 42.
3rd down and 1.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. And leading them out, their veteran quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll set up a throw. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now back to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's a give up the middle. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive.
Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Panthers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he returns this to the 22. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep.
Oh, that one well designed as they take this down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
As they've got it as we resume action. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And it's caught.
And the Panthers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Packers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Out to the left here to Reed. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Packers.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st down, Green Bay.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Well, throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. To the sideline and incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Oh, the return is Reed.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up.
It's a gain of 8.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there forcing the completion.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing at the break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure.
Okay,
this has
Coach,
certainly been a
thanks
fun
as
one to
always
watch
to you
so
and the gang
far.
at Orlando.
We knew this was going to be a
we
battle.
welcome everyone
We've not
back
been
in for
disappointed.
quarter number 3.
This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Second and long. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, that was a third long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here comes Reed. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Back to throw. From left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave them with third and a full yard to go.
It's a gain of 6.
Drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far. And they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Matt LaFleur, he tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2. It's complete. And he will not be able to turn the corner. He's out of bounds, shy of the goal line. And the defense steps up and denies the attempt for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 38-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it'll find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle is made at the Packers 16. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Powering forward. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'll let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Here's Reed. This taken in right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up the first down.
And a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Packers first down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Green Bay.
They'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Intended for his wideout. Incomplete. He was covered by...
Here's 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 19-yard line. The Packers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 22-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Oh, no, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Vigneault is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything.
The Panthers season will press on as we say